can hear me loud and clear. Okay, give me a second, please. Okay, so you're welcome to this week's YouTube live. Okay, and I'm waiting for a few more people to join us, and we get started. Yes, sir. I'm going to be talking about 5 things to do if you want your next collection launch to go successfully. And I hope you're ready for the topic, and I hope you're ready for the work that is involved in launching collections that sell and they sell successfully. Once again, my name is Laoye Curtis. Okay, so I'll wait a few more minutes for some of us to join, and then we'll get started. Once I can see one or two persons join us, we'll get started. Okay, hello there, good evening. Please, can I know in the comments your name, please? Can I know in the comments your name? Okay, let's know where you are watching from live. Okay, so I'm consulting my notes. Okay, so let me signal to my team. We need to mobilize people. Let me see the topic, please. Yeah, so waiting for a few more people. Okay, so guys, you would help me to promote on our communities. Okay, thank you, so that we can get more people on board. Yeah, usually when we have YouTube live like this, we have to wait a while for people to, join us. So against subsequent editions, perhaps I will be taking advantage of scheduling. Okay, I think scheduling will help us a lot, until we get a few people on board and then we get started. Thank you. Okay, so we're waiting a few more minutes and then we get started once we see traction in terms of people joining the live stream. Okay, so I have a couple of videos that we recorded last week. We're still editing them. I will soon start uploading them on our YouTube channel. They are about topics related to starting your ready-to-wear business and scaling. So watch out for them, and you're gonna have a great time at it. So please let me know where you are joining us from, the location you're joining us from, your name and your location. I'd appreciate that. Okay, since I have someone live now, we can get started. Gideon, is that you live? Are you the person live on YouTube? Oh, so that means we have someone talking about 5 things to do if you want oh boy, if you want your next collection launch to succeed. Okay, please come, let me see the topic. I made a mistake with the topic. Seriously, I made a mistake with the topic. Please, I wrote it down wrongly. Seriously, my notes here. Okay, yeah, 5 things to do if you want to launch your next collection successfully. That's the topic. Okay, so I'm starting right away. I have one person listening in right now, and then I'll continue from there. Right? I mean, this may be just for you listening to me right now, and who knows? The most important thing is we get the knowledge out there for you to implement and get results. Then you can share your testimonial with us, right? Yes, this is about changing lives, touching lives. Thank you so much for making our time to be here this evening. My name is Laoye Curtis, and I'll be talking about an important topic, something that is critical to launching a ready-to-wear clothing brand successfully. Okay, and what I'll be talking about is 5 things to do if you want to launch your next collection successfully. What are the 5 things that you need to do? Well, I have them in my notes here. The first of them is research. The second is collection design. The third is lead generation. The fourth is pre-launch marketing, and then the fifth is your launch sales. Those are five things that we need to consider if you want to launch your next collection for your clothing brand successfully. Okay, so I don't know if you have ever run a production for your ready to wear brand. I don't know if you are into ready to wear business already. I don't know if you created collections in the past. You know, I wouldn't know what your experience is doing that. However, I want to help you get a hang of it. I want to help you understand the critical things that you need to put in place for you to successfully launch your next collection. So, if you've launched a collection before and it succeeded, but you found out that you could not repeat that particular success with your next collection, perhaps you may have missed one or two of these points I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay, so give me a moment, please, just a moment. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm going to fetch my handkerchief actually. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you've ever run a collection, if you ever created a collection and you realize that you succeeded at it, but your next collection that you worked on did not turn out well, and you're wondering what is it that I did wrong. This session will help you gain clarity. That's on one hand. On the other hand, if you've never done any collection before, you want to venture into creating collections for your clothing brand as a first timer. This session will help you to understand where to focus your energies in order to get maximum results. So that's the essence of this conversation we're having today. Okay, so I have my notes in front of me that I will be consulting as I broaden the topics, that have been listed, the points that I've listed here. So once again, my name is Laoye Curtis, and I am your able host. Here, my goal is to help you launch your clothing brand and help you launch successfully at a local level and then taking it internationally. That is my goal. That is my mission. Yeah. For 2024, I've decided that I want to be the person that you go to when it comes to growing your ready to wear business on a local front and taking it globally. And then I want to share with you knowledge that will guide you on where to start and how to take it forward. Okay, so before I share the five things that you need to do, let us lay a foundation. And the foundation simply is this: there are three types of ready to wear businesses you can do. However, the one I'm focusing on today is clothing brand or clothing line. The other two are bulk garment production and fashion retailing. With bulk garment production, you are producing for other people, but with fashion retailing, you are selling for other people, other people here, and you are also selling your own brand. So in case you have a clothing brand of yours and you decide to carry other people's brands along with yours, then that is fashion retailing. Okay, you can do drop shipping for fashion retailing, which purely means that you're selling other people's clothing. or you can be a boutique, an online boutique, offline boutique, selling other people's products as well as your own products. Okay, but for the purpose of this conversation, we are talking mainly about people who want to start their own clothing brand. That is, they want to come up with beautiful designs of clothing that they release as collections from time to time for a specific target audience. So those are the people I am talking to in this conversation. So if you happen to be in this bracket, congratulations, you are in the right place, listening to the right person right now. Okay? So when it comes to clothing, it is not restricted to garments that we wear on our body. Okay? It is not restricted to dresses. Now, clothing transcends dresses. Now, when we talk about clothing, it can be dresses that you wear, dresses you wear on you, or it can be fashion accessories. That's clothing also, and it can be footwear. So, if you are into footwear, you are in the clothing business. If you are into fashion accessories, you are into clothing business. If you are into dressmaking, right, you are into clothing business. So you make clothing because we need all of them: footwear, accessories, and dresses. We need all of these to make a complete fashion. So when we talk about you now starting a clothing brand, it can be a clothing brand producing mainly fashion accessories, bags, bracelets, jewelry, head wraps, scarves, every type of clothing that accessorizes a person and their look. Okay, yeah. So you could do that only as your clothing brand, or your clothing brand could be mainly into dresses, all types of dresses, male dresses, female dresses, right, for adults or kids. Okay, and it could be you creating footwear for both male and female or either gender. Okay, and you could be doing all of them together, and that makes clothing brand. So with this knowledge, we now need to consider this other part of foundation, and that is the part of you releasing collections, because the proof that you are into ready to wear clothing business is that you come up with collections of designs. That means you're creating products that have a central theme, and that theme simply is the problem that you are solving for your target audience. I know of one of my former clients, my former business students. What's her name again? Rahima. She's in Abuja. She tagged me on the post on Facebook today, and I love this story. She was gonna release, I think about 2020, 2021, thereabout. She wanted to release skirts, right? Long skirts for ladies. That was what her collection was about. Long skirts for ladies. And she needed to do research. And when she did the research, she found out that majority of our audience preferred skirts that did not have zippers compared to skirts that had zippers. So she did a poll. Majority of our audience said they preferred skirts, long skirts without zippers, to skirts with zippers. And she made some designs of skirts without zippers and some designs of skirts with zippers, and she rolled it out. She said she sold out all of the skirts without zippers, and then customers were requesting for those designs she made with zippers, telling her can she produce them without zippers. and her business had been selling. So in her post on Facebook today, she was reiterating that point. She tagged me in the post, and I really appreciated it because I mean, it got eyeballs on me from others who will want to go into ready to wear. And she said, uh, anybody who wants to start ready to wear collections, right, for their clothing brand should do well to listen to their audience's voice. Yes, that is one of the pillars of starting a successful clothing brand. Okay, so I'm going to be delving into that today. Now, before we dig deep, I would like you to tell me, please, in the comments, your name and your location where you're watching from. And I would appreciate if you can help me share this video to get more people to, participate in it and whatnot. By the way, let me call on my team. Video, the YouTube live. Please let me share to groups, to the community, to groups, okay? Groups that you're on. Then notify someone to share to all the groups. Private chat in to share to all the groups. So I appreciate you too watching live. If you can help me share to bring more people on board. Please in the comments let me know where you're watching from, okay? Once again, my name is Laoye Curtis, and we just did the introduction. We had to do the introduction to wait for a few more people to join us on YouTube, before we hit the ground running. So, thing is this, there are five steps that you need to consider, okay? If you want your next ready-to-wear collection that you're releasing to launch successfully. Now, I coach people privately on these 5 steps. So I figure let me bring it to the public, share with you, help you to get a hang of it, and you can decide to figure them out, on your own and succeed at it. And when you succeed, be kind enough to share your testimonial with me, okay? So I can inspire others. Or if you figure you need someone to hold you by the hand, then why not? You can sign up with me for, private coaching to guide you, hold you by the hand until you get the results that you're looking for. So please let me know, have you started your ready-to-wear clothing business? Please let me know in the comments. Yeah, we're having heat wave in Africa right now, okay? So I have to be wiping my face. In spite of the AC on, we're trying to, I'm still sweating, right? So you bear with me there, okay? Let me know in the comments, have you started your clothing business? Have you started your ready-to-wear clothing business? Do you have your clothing brand in place? Do you have your labels and all of those? Do you have all of that in place? Okay, so while I wait for you guys to share with me in the comments, but if you don't share in the comments, I'll definitely move on, okay? These are the 5 things to do. Number 1, you research. Number 2, you design your collection. Number 3, you generate leads. Number 4, you start pre-launch marketing. Okay, you do pre-launch marketing, and then number 5, you do sales launch. Okay, so that's the 5 in summary. But then the order in which I put them is this: number 1, research; number 2, collection design, right? Number 3, lead generation; number 4, pre-launch marketing; and number 5, launch sales. Okay. Simple statements, but then let me break them down for you. First, research. If you want to succeed in ready-to-wear business, you have to work with data. You have to work with what? Data. Okay? What kind of data do you need to work with? Real, hard data. And you can get this only from research. So let me tell you the unvarnished truth. Okay? The unvarnished truth. It doesn't matter how good you are when it comes to creating designs of clothing. You are not the first, and you will not be the last to come up with beautiful designs. Okay? Because if success in clothing as a business is down to creating beautiful designs, then every creative out there, every creative fashion designer out there should be sitting on millions by now. It is not about how good you are with creating designs. It is about how good you are at listening to your audience. That's it. That is the unvarnished truth. How good you are at listening to your audience. The ability to come up with beautiful designs is a skill. Okay, it's a skill. You have that skill, you've owned that skill, and you're good at it. And everybody seeing your design says your designs are beautiful, they're great, they are lovely. However, no matter how beautiful your designs are, they need to go through the litmus tests of the marketplace. And what's the litmus test of the marketplace? It's simply this: will people buy? It's one thing to admire your designs, it's another thing for people to buy. Precious, thank you, Precious. You're the first person chatting me up, watching from Anambra State. Okay, awesome. Precious, I have a gift for you. Okay, can you write your number on the screen? Precious, can you type your number on the screen? Okay, if you can type your number on the screen, I'll chat you up and I'll give you my ready to go on a budget course. Okay, that's my gift to you for being the first person to comment. Okay, yes. So Nala Sheung, watching from Jaws. Oh, you're welcome, ma'am. You're the second person, so I would extend the same courtesy to you too. Okay, share with me in the comments your WhatsApp number. You and Precious. Okay, you are the two people who have got one gift from this week's YouTube live. Okay, yep. So share your WhatsApp contacts with me. I'm going to give you my ready to run a budget course, which is the course that helps you to start your ready to wear with little capital. Okay, yeah, if you have a little budget, it will work perfectly for you. So like I was saying, research is the first thing to do. We know you are good, we know you are creative, we know you can come up with beautiful designs. If you want to sell and you want to sell out, create beautiful designs that your target audience wants to buy. Not just creating beautiful designs. I mean, creating beautiful designs gets you noticed, gets you admired, okay? But does not translate to getting sales. Because sales is going to be influenced mainly by response, okay, of your target audience to what you are designed. You know, response in terms of them requesting for what you have created. Floxy from Owerri, you're welcome, ma'am. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so you guys do me a favor, kindly help us share so that other people can join and enjoy this session with me. Okay, I'm still gonna turn this content you are listening to short videos on YouTube. Okay, but in this session we are really going deep on it. I want to expand on it. That's why I do YouTube lives, right? This is our third month. Yeah, we've been doing YouTube live since December 2023. This is our third month. I'm going to do this for a year. Okay, for a year, then we'll review, the strategy of doing YouTube lives. And this is the reason I've transitioned to YouTube as my primary platform for sharing information, valuable content to help my target audience. And I need to be consistent on this platform. Okay, so YouTube lives help me to be consistent, just like I used to do on Telegram, organizing Telegram lives. Okay, so back to our content, our discussion. Research is the first thing to do. Research. You need to find out what your target audience wants. Now, this is where I realize many people who are trying to start a fashion, their brand, fashion brand, in the ready-to-wear space, where they struggle a lot. They don't even know who their target audience are, and that is a very, very disturbing thing. So, listening to me right now, I would like to know, who are your target audience? Would you mind sharing with me in the comments? Let me know, who are your target audience, the people that you desire to sell to. Okay, if you haven't figured out, that would be awesome, then we can move on. However, if you haven't gotten it figured out, if you go out to find out what people want, you may end up finding out what the kind of people you don't want to be selling to want. So, which means if you create anything for them, they would show interest in you. Unfortunately, they will not be able to buy. They will not be able to pay your happy price. So there's a dysfunction in that area. Okay, Nala Sheon says kids and females. Okay, awesome. That's one. So which means your audience are children, right? And then women. If I get you right, the female part you referring to women, right? Kids and women. Okay, not bad. Now, when you say kids and females, can you tell me what kind of kids? Boy, girl, boys and girls, or girls? And then when you say females, can you tell me women? What kind of women are you referring to? Those are some of the things that you need to figure out. Now, Florence, yeah, Florence is nailing it. Florence says working class women. Okay, I love that, working class women. So you are not looking for housewives. You are looking for working class women, right? Good. So that means women that are working in professions. Okay. So Sheon says girls. Okay, and all ages of women. Okay, of females. Okay, so Sheon, please let me know in the comments. I'm enjoying this chit chat we're having in the comments. Okay, so are you saying that newborn babies, newborn baby girls are part of your target audience? Because if you're saying all the ages of females, then newborn babies are part of your target audience. Then people that are women that are 65-year-old and above, they are also they're also part of your target audience, right? Is that what you mean also? Okay. So if that's what you mean, then we are good to go. Fine. At least you have an idea of who your audience are. Good. I like that. It's a step in the right direction. Now, the thing you should please take note of is this. Not all the people, not everyone in your audience will be a perfect customer for you. But at least you know who your audience are. It's a good way to start. So if you know that, your audience are girls of all ages, little girls, and also older women, okay, of all ages, that's good. Then there's something called customer segments, right? So which means, okay, what segments of these women would I like to target in terms of age range? You may now decide like, I want to target those between 20 and 30 years of age for my next collection. That's fine. Or you may decide like, I want to target infants from infants to preteens, right? So preteens are kids between 8 and 12 years old, right? Then okay, from 0 to 12-year-olds, you want to keep the collection for. That's fine. I like that. Okay, so you guys are doing well. Thank you for this feedback. You need to know who your target audience are. And then another thing you please should note is this. Your target audience may consist of users of your products and the buyers of your products. So for Sheon listening to me, girls, young girls are users of your product, but they are not necessarily your buyers. It is their parents that are your buyers. So we need to have that clarity, okay? That distinction, so that whatever we're doing here will make a lot of sense. So that being said, um, what you do is this: when it comes to research, you need to reach out to people within your target audience. And then when I talk about people within your target audience, I'm talking about people who buy your products, not necessarily people who use your products. Okay? The buyer is the person that pays. They have a larger say in what they buy, even though they are buying for someone else. Okay? So we need to have that distinction too. So you have to talk to people within your target audience who are buyers. Okay? So that means talk to buyers. We want to find out things about their preferences, their fashion tastes, right? Their interests, their fantasies, their struggles with your kind of clothing. So whatever kind of clothing that you are coming up with, that you want to sell to your target audience, right? You need to find out what are the struggles they've had with other brands that they've bought. Oh, the zippers are not good. Oh, it's too tight. Oh, the fitting is not right. Now, once you hear whatever struggles they've had with those specific types of clothing that you want to do, you know, you want to create collections for, you take note of the things they've struggled with when it came to buying those products, and you note it down. The reason why you're finding out this is so that you don't repeat the mistakes of your competitors, of other vendors, and that will make you stand out. It's a way of differentiating yourself from the general, vendors community. This is why I say you are not the first and you will not be the last designer to come up with great designs. The reason why some of your competitors will not be making sales is because they are messing up with their production, they are messing up with their fittings, they are messing up with their speed of delivery of products. So you can come in and fill that gap, and then your buyers will say, oh, if you go to Floxy, you are going to get excellent designs that are fitting, no need for adjustment, and they deliver quickly. Okay, unlike the mentioned other brands, and that gives you an edge. Okay, that's how that works. Now, apart from finding out what they struggle with, you also need to find out what are the expectations, what are the fantasies, what are the dream designs that these people you're talking to have when it comes to the kind of clothing that you make. Now, let me bring things to perspective for you. What I'm saying so far is this: you have to be very clear on the type of clothing you want to make. You need to be very clear. Okay, do I want to be making skirts, tops, blouses, pants? Is that what you want to be making? You need to be clear on the specific types of clothing that you want to be making. So if you're making footwear, what types of footwear are you making in your collection? You can have different designs of the same type of footwear. Say for example, you can make pumps, right? Pumps, and you have different designs of pumps. You can make Chelsea boots and make maybe 5 different designs of Chelsea boots, or you can have a mix of different types of boots, different types of shoes. Okay, you're making dresses, you can decide to make only dresses or only shirts, but in different designs. You can decide to make mix of skirts, tops, blouses, right? And have maybe two designs of each of them. It's up to you, but you need to figure out what specific type of clothing you are making. So if I may ask you, listening to me right now, in the comments, can you please list out for me the specific types of clothing that you're going to be making? Please don't mention office wear, children's wear, party wear. No, I'm not asking for that. Mention the names of those clothes that you're going to be making. So if you are going to be making more than one type of products, list all of them, separate them with a comma. Board dresses, gowns, tops, skirts. If those are the things you are making, separate them with a comma. Okay, now I love what Nala did. Nala said board dresses. Okay, now don't say office wears, because when you say office wear, I can't picture what kind of wear. For this exercise, I just want you to tell me specifically what are the types of clothing that make up that office wear. That is the first step. Okay, normally I would have just rushed through all of the 5 points I have here, but for me, it is not quantity that matters, it is the quality. Someone is going to watch this video 2 years from now, and they are going to get clarity, because I broke it down bit by bit. Okay, that's why it's a live video, so I break it down. Okay, you get it right. So far so good. I see that Nala Shehu, right, she's got a target audience as girls and women of all ages. So she's looking at creating ball dresses, specific type of clothing, and she's looking at creating office gowns. That means gowns that can be worn to the office. Then she's also looking at creating dresses that can be worn for work. Beautiful. 3 types of clothing she's identified, which her clothing brand is going to feature. Awesome. What about Florence? Flux here, right, says she's going to be doing gowns, tops, blouses, and pants. Very specific, and I like that. Okay, I like that. So you ladies are doing excellently. I mean, this is thumbs up from me to you, right? Thumbs up. Well done, well done. So now that we have this figured out, you want to go out there and do your research. Okay, so the first thing to do is what? Research. And for you to be able to do research, you need to outline the specific clothing that you are going to produce, because it is those clothing that you're going to produce that you will be asking your target audience questions concerning. So if I'm in Nala Shehu's shoes, if I'm in a shoe, I want to look for parents of girl child, okay, that I can talk to find out what their preferences are when it comes to ball dresses for their daughters. It's as simple as that. I don't like to complicate things. Okay, you are watching my YouTube live, so you should get premium quality, right? Good. I mean, imagine you come to me to guide you, hold you by the hands every step of the way in launching your collection. By the time we start talking and I'm asking you questions, you will be able to flow with me. I'll be able to flow with you, because you understand the protocol, you understand the process, having been part of my YouTube life. Can you see how the value chain works? So I'm not here just to give you information for the sake of information. I want you to gain clarity and make right decisions. Okay, so for Nala Sheun, she wants to go after women. Okay, women that wear gowns to office, women that wear dresses to office, and she wants to find out what their preferences are. The same thing applies to Florence. Florence is targeting working class women, so she wants to reach out to working class women that wear gowns. She wants to talk to them about the gowns that they wear to office, tops that they wear to work, blouses that they wear to work, and pants that they wear to work. Is this clear to you, ladies? Please let me know in the comments if what I've shared with you so far it's clear to you. If it is clear to you, let me know if it is clear to you. Please let me know in the comments. Okay, so you get it right. Yes, research is the first thing. Is the first thing to do. You need to do your research. Oh, Lala Shion says it's very clear. Awesome, ma'am. That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you. Okay, so I'm connecting with my audience now. Awesome. So now the thing is this: when you are researching, you want to find out what are the issues they have with the gowns that they presently buy, with the tops they presently buy, the blouses and the pants that they presently buy. If those are your types of clothing, okay, you don't need to go and find out from your target audience about clothing you don't make. That's absolute nonsense. If you go to find out about boo dresses that you don't produce, because whatever information you get from that will not be of use to you. You don't produce them, you don't sell them, why ask about them? That's the reasoning behind this. Okay, sorry, a moment please. Yeah, thank God we're on generator. The power supplying company would have messed us up. Okay. Okay, so back to the point. You are doing your research now. Watch out for my YouTube videos where I'm going to be breaking down what are the things you should be looking out for when you do your research. Okay, but for now, let me just give you a rundown. You want to research what their struggles are with that specific type of clothing you want to be making. You also want to be finding out what are the imaginations they have, you know, the dream dresses, the dream footwear, the dream accessories, depending on, you know, those kind of clothing you make. Okay, so whatever you are making, you want to find out what are the types of clothing, the types of designs that they imagine, the styles that they imagine, okay, the look they like to project, you know, the things they dream of when it comes to gowns, tops, blouses, pants. And I'll tell you why in a bit. The reason is simply this: every time you go to the market, right, you go shopping, it could be at a shopping mall, it could be an open market, but anytime you go to the market, you usually have a list of things you want to buy there, right? You have a list of things you want to buy at the market, right? But most times when you go, you end up buying things you did not plan for. Has it happened to you? Has it happened to you? Please let me know. Has it happened to you? Let me know in the comments. You go to the market with a list, but you end up bringing home things you did not put on the list, along with the things on the list. Or you may even end up buying something else entirely. Has this happened to you before? It's happened to you. Please, what do you think may be the reason? Can you please share with me what do you think may be the reason why you end up buying more than what you planned for? I'd like to know in the comments. Okay, what could be the reason? It's an interesting thing, a concept that helps us understand, pardon me, it's a concept that helps us understand psychology of selling. When you learn that, oh, selling is psychology, this is where it is. Okay, thank you, Nala Chionze, because I love them and I saw a need for them. Beautiful. I like that. I like that. I'll tell you another reason. Okay, in line with what moves us to buy. When it comes to buying, it is usually an emotional thing. Okay, it is usually an emotional impulse when it comes to buying. And why is it so? It is so because when you get to the market and you see something you've always dreamed of, something you've always desired, and you have not found it elsewhere, but you suddenly stumble on it, you your emotions will be whipped up. You will be whipped up. Your emotions will what? Be whipped up. And then you won't know when you jump and buy it. Especially when you have a pocket full of cash or your credit card is with you. That's what happens. Okay? When you go shopping and you sight something that you love, that you've always wanted, please, you would always see that you are attracted to it, and before you know it, you would have bought it. Then you start explaining away why you did it, even though it hurts you like, damn, I've spent more than I budgeted for. What the hell with it? I've bought it already. Okay? If you want people to buy your products, the secret is this: create what they've been dreaming of. Create what they've been dreaming of. Someone signed up for my ready to wear personal coaching recently when I put out an offer of 50k, that 50,000 naira, for them to come on board, get my 90 days to launch course. That's my ready to wear launch course. Get personal coaching for coaching course to guide them through their launch, and give them access to my coaching program where I teach people sales and marketing to help them do 7 figures per quarter for 3 months. They get 3 months access. And she said, I've been longing for this. When I saw similar thing in December and I didn't have the cash, it hurt me so much. I felt like I want this. And then she said the moment she saw that post come up again this time around for ready to wear, she was like, I must not miss this opportunity. What does that say? It simply shows that she's been dreaming of an opportunity to get private coaching, right? And get knowledge on how to sell, as well as be guided in launching her ready to wear successfully. She's been dreaming of it. She said she'd always wanted someone that will hold her by the hand. I follow you, sir. I watch all your videos. Da 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 da. And then, boom. Next thing I see, she's making payments. Why? Because I presented to her what she'd been dreaming of. How did I know that's what she's been dreaming of? Because I've talked to a lot of people, and I realized that many of them say they are tired of buying courses that they go through or they don't even finish, they don't even complete, and yet they are still stuck with their problem. They really want a more personalized experience. So somebody has been imagining like, oh, if only somebody can guide me, somebody I can be accountable to, somebody that can really, really show me the ropes, tell me the steps to take, and then be with me on the journey, so that this fear of will I sell, these doubts that befuddling me will not hold me down. And then I now show up saying I can guide you at a price that is so affordable. That's mind blowing. This same principle I just shared with you will work for you in your ready to wear business. It will work for you in your ready to wear business because you are listening to your audience. So, summary is this: find out their struggles and find out their dream dresses, their dream outfits, their dream clothing, in respect of the clothing that you have decided to produce. Once you can find this out, you are good to go. Now there's more in terms of the things to find out. okay? But this is just enough of what you need right now. There's more. I want to be able to complete the rest of the 4 points, 4 things to do, okay? If I have to dig them, if I have to dig into all of them, right? So, but these are the first things to do, okay? Find out what have they struggled with, what are the things that hurt them concerning the ones they've been buying. Then find out their dreams, their dream clothing, the imagination that they have for the ones, the clothing that they want, what they like. Once they will tell you the colors, they'll tell you the prints that they like, the type of fabric, the prints, is it floral print, is it plain fabric, They will tell you. Just listen. They will tell you whether they want alter neck, they want sleeveless, they want 3/4 sleeve, they want it to be above the knee, below the knee. They will tell you. They will tell you their struggles. Some are plus size women. They will tell you their challenges. Once you listen to this, then you can go ahead to the second point that I have here, which is what? Design your collection. Okay? So you do research, that's the first thing, and you design the collection. Please do me a favor in the comments, let me know what you have learned so far. I'd like to know, what have you learned so far from all I've shared with you? By the way, do me a favor, help us share this video, live video, so we can get more people on board. Okay, so let me signal to my team. You need to mobilize again on the platform, please. Tell them, join us live. You get our communities and groups. Yeah, so thank you. Let me know in the comments, guys, what have you learned so far? What have you learned so far from all that we have shared? Okay, yeah, so then I would appreciate your thumbs up. Some thumbs up, okay? It would help our video to be recommended more by YouTube. Oh, thank you, Nala Sheon, for sharing. I really appreciate that, ma'am. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. So let me know in the comments, ma'am, and every other person listening to us. If you're just joining us, let us know your location, where you're joining us from, okay? And let us know in the comment, please, what have you learned so far from what I've shared. So you can see research is the first thing to do, and with research you can do a whole lot more. You can find out a lot. You get hard data, which now informs your designing. Okay, which now informs your designing. Okay, yeah. So that being said, what more? Let's move to collection design. So which is the next step? So for collection design, what you're doing at that point is this: you are taking all the information you've gathered, you're taking them and using them to guide you in coming up with designs. That's it. Remember, you are blessed, you are gifted, you are creative. You can come up with designs. Now, when it comes to creating designs, there are two categories of designers I've come across. Okay, I mean, I'm talking about artifacts here. Okay, designers that have come across. There are those designers that don't know how to sketch designs, but they can picture what they want to create, and they can get on their sewing machine and produce it. I've come across people like that. Then I've come across those designers that can sketch and bring their designs to life. I wouldn't know which category you are. Would you like to tell me which category you are in? Are you that designer that can picture your designs, get on the machine or on pattern, right? Start creating patterns and then sewing the dresses directly? Or you are the type that can picture your designs and sketch them out? Which of them are you? Now, if you are the type that does not know how to sketch to come up with your designs, it doesn't mean you cannot do well. It doesn't mean you will not succeed. Far from it. Rather, it means that you would need the help of people who can sketch for you. Yes, because sketching your design is part of success. It's part of the journey to creating your design. Because sketching will help you to work with a team. Please give me a moment. I need to step out. I'm having some itch in my eyes, right? And I'll get back soon. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sorry for the break in transmission. I'm back. Okay, so like I was saying, right? If you don't know how to sketch, pay people to help you, because when you have sketches of your design, it will be easy for you to work with a team, right? You can share your designs with them, the sketches, and then they can interpret it, into patterns, right? They can draft patterns for you, and then do the pattern grading and all, and then they can move to production. If you're gonna outsource the products, you have something to show people who are going to produce for you, so they have the image of what you want them to produce. And then when it comes to marketing, it's also good for your marketing. Really, it's good for your marketing. Okay, so I see some points written here. Nala Sheon says that I learned that research is very important, and this will help my design. I also need to know my audience and their age range. Know and note down their struggles, note their expectation and dream designs. Thank you, ma'am. That's super awesome. You nailed it there. Wow. Others that are watching, I'd appreciate you share yours too. Okay, and she said, and I should not find out what I do not make. Thank you. There's no point finding out what you don't make. Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Nala Sheo. Yeah, you've done well. By the way, I requested that you post your WhatsApp number on the screen. I want to gift you my Ready to Go on a Budget course, being the second person that joined us live. I requested the same from Precious Ben, right? So you can still share it here. I will contact you, okay? Because I've simply times where I've had experiences where people come to private chat me on WhatsApp and say, oh, I want to give during your YouTube live or your Telegram live, and I'm like, what's your name? And their names don't tally. So, but when you share your number, right, I'll screenshot, then I'll chat you up myself. I want to give you my Ready to Go on a Budget course as a gift, okay? Yeah, so, but if you don't post your number on the screen, sorry, I won't be able to respond. I won't be able to give that gift, okay? Yeah, thank you. Just your WhatsApp number, okay? Yeah, just your WhatsApp number. Okay, so that being said, creating your collection, right, designing your collection rather, is the next thing. After you've done research, you leverage the feedback you get to come up with clothing. So imagine you talk to 10 people and you realize that 6 of them have the same kind of imagination when it comes to the clothing you're making. It means that when you create that particular design based on what they've told you they dream of, and you show it to those 6 people, they are going to rush and buy it. That's the secret. Okay? So doing research is actually a marketing secret. Okay, and it's also a selling strategy, because if you come to me and you ask about my daughters and you ask about their preferences, the dream dresses I've always dreamed to buy for them, and I tell you and you come back with me with sketches of those dresses, I am likely to call you out and say, ma'am, how much is it? You may not have figured out how much you're selling at already, but I would already be interested in buying from you. How about that? See, the principle behind these two steps of researching and then designing your collection based on audience feedback draws on the psychology of selling. People buy what they have been fantasizing about. People buy on impulse. Okay? People buy because they see what they've always been looking for, dreaming of, and it happens to be at a time when they have the money at hand to spend. And some may even go out of their way to borrow to buy. So that's the psychology in case you're working towards getting results, getting sales. Okay? And I hope you're connecting with what I've just shared. So you create designs based on the feedback. Remember, you are good at coming up with designs. I mean, you make designs of clothing and people tell you, oh, beautiful, I love this, who made it for you? You get those compliments. That's a good one. That's a pointer for you, that when you create designs based on what your customers are looking for, you are going to get more sales. So in that situation where, or at that point where the designs you are coming up with is based on feedback, you have experienced what we call product and audience fit. Okay? Product and audience fit happens. I'm writing it in my notes, right? When your designs are what they are dreaming of. Because someone will be wondering, like, how do I know what my customers want when I'm not God? How do I know what's on their mind? You can't know what's on people's minds until you open your mouth and you talk to them. But how do I now find people to talk to? Well, haven't you done your customer avatar? Don't you have a customer profile that tells you who exactly you are meant to be selling to? Who exactly you want to target as customers? Okay, so with that said, creating your designs is the simplest of all the work that you have to do, because you are just using your imagination. So when you are done creating designs, right, of clothing. So let me look back to our comments and go to Florence saying she wants to make gowns, tops, blouses and pants for working class ladies. Florence has interviewed up to 10 people who wear gowns to work, blouses to work and pants to work. Florence found out that those that want gowns want them in color brown, those that wear tops want them in color blue, and those that wear blouses want them in any bright color, and then those that wear pants want them in black and grey. Then Florence can then go ahead and create designs of clothing using those colors that they say they want. That's an example of applying this. Okay? Now, Florence won't make a mistake of going to women that are conservative, who don't like wearing pants, and be interviewing them about pants, because she knows she will not get good feedback from them. So that's how it works. So you create designs based on feedback from customers. That being said, You also do something else called lead generation. Yeah, lead generation. Lead generation simply means gathering contacts of people that buy the kind of clothing you want to make. Imagine you, let me use our Nigerian context here. You want to come up with a collection that includes pants, right? In British English, it's called trousers. And then you have a contact, or you have on your phone, you have phone contacts of people who attend Deeper Life Bible Church, people who attend Apostolic Faith Church, people who attend Mountain of Fire Ministry, and you now come up with collection of pants or trousers and you advertise it to those people. Will you sell? Please let me know in the comments. Will you sell? We are talking about you creating a product that is not fit for your audience. You will not sell. Thank you, Sheol. You will not sell because you are creating collections, right, for the wrong audience. But if you go to churches like you target people that attend churches like Christ Embassy, Daystar, Covenant, you are likely to do what? Sell. Because they don't have any issue with those kind of clothing. It is that simple. So the question is this: on your phone book, do you have the contacts of people who wear the kind of clothing you are making? Yes or no? Do you have? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you, Esther Bebo. You said no. I like that. Thank you. Do you have the contacts of the people who currently buy the kind of clothing that you make? Do you have their contacts? Let me know in the comments, please. And if you have their contacts, how many do you have? How many of such contacts do you have, ma'am? Okay, Nala Sheol says yes. So if yes is your answer, how many phone contacts do you have right now? Because sometimes people tend to demonize ready to wear. They tend to mystify ready to wear, make it look like, oh, if you go into ready to wear, you're going to lose all your money. And sometimes they go like, oh, ready to wear is hard. No, it is not hard. In fact, there is no business that is not hard. It is what you know that makes it harder or easier. Okay? So Nala Sheol says so she has about 10 people's contacts. I hope you are not planning to release collection to 10 people because you will struggle to sell. Let me give you an instance. You decide to come up with ball dresses and you have 10 contacts of parents who have daughters that you can sell to, and then you are trying to sell your ball dresses for 10,000 naira, for example. Just use it as an example. 10,000 naira, right? And then you desire to make 1 million as revenue. Naturally, if you are desiring to make 1 million naira as revenue, you divide the 1 million naira by the price of the dress, 10,000. It means you need to sell 100 units, but you have only 10 people to tell to buy. Are you saying that you will not tell the 10 people to now order 10 dresses each so that you can make 1 million? No. So which means that the number of people you have presently may not be enough for you to hit your sales goal. Okay? Because in another session, maybe it could be recorded video or it could be YouTube live, we need to talk about setting sales goals. When it comes to launching your collection, we need to talk about setting goals. Okay? Yeah, it's essential because your sales goal is what matters really. So building your your contacts of target audience that need what you're selling is important. So Florence says that she doesn't have contacts of people that buy what she sells, people that buy the kind of clothing she's making. Then it means that Florence needs to take seriously this part, which is lead generation. Now, let me quickly state this so you can see how things are connected. You know, we started with research, right? Research. And I said you need to talk to people who already wear the kind of clothing that you make. That's where research comes in. So you can find out what their preferences are in terms of, you know, their dream dresses and the struggles they've had with the ones they've been buying, right? We talked about that. Now, if you're going to talk to people, they have to be people who already wear those kind of clothing, which means that the ones they wear, they bought. They were not gifted. Even if they were gifted, the person that gave them bought it, right? Good. So you are talking to people that are buyers. That's it. Now, if you can get 10 people to talk to, that's how many people now? 10 potential customers. That means you've generated leads, 10 leads. Because lead generation means generating the contacts of potential customers. Potential customers are called leads. L-E-A-D. Leads. You need to get contacts of people that will lead to sales. Simple. Okay? Yes. Potential customers that will lead to sales. That's lead generation. So if you don't have contacts of people who buy this kind of clothing already, why do you want to be creating collections of clothing? Oh, I'm going to be creating the designs, I'm going to post them on social media, I'll be dancing in videos, I'll be creating reels, and I'll be posting them, and I'll put them on my WhatsApp status, and I've heard that a lot. The end result of it is that everything fails. The money is in the leads you generate. Okay? The money is in the leads you generate. I have about 10 WhatsApp communities. Give or take 11 WhatsApp communities. Yeah, 11. There's Sales Plus, there's Silver Stars Alumni, there's Silver Stars itself, and there's Hit Your Target. Those are 4 paid communities for people who have bought products from me. Then I have 7 that are for free, you know, that are free for people to join. Okay, I think 4 out of the 7, I think about 5 of them have over 1,000 contacts, so that's 5,000 plus. Then the others have roughly 500 people. So that means if 5 of them have 5,000, over 1,000, that's 5,000. Some have 2,000 contacts already. Okay. And then by the time I add everything up, I have about 7,000 people that I can reach through WhatsApp community. Your WhatsApp community is like a group where you can have contacts of people, up to 2,000 people per group, per community, and I can send them messages, private messages that they cannot reply back. Right? So it looks like me emailing them on WhatsApp. Now, I have that. If I want to sell a product, I'll share with my community. I have about 50 WhatsApp groups. I shut down many. Okay, removed all the members, deleted, and what have you. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. So I have WhatsApp groups. I share my information on WhatsApp. I have Telegram groups. I share them on those groups. These are real people with real phone numbers that are in my groups reading my content. And if it happens that it is what they need and they have the funds and they are interested, they reach out. They reach out to me. I set a goal that I want to get 20 people to pay 50K. That's $1 million. Yeah, as I'm talking to you now, I have about 7 people or so. I'm close to 10. I'm going to 20. Originally, it's 10 people I'm looking for. But I said, what the heck? The effort I'm putting getting 10 people is the same effort I'm putting getting 20 people. So I decided like, oh, let me push it. And I'm like, people are still coming every day. As I post every day, people are reaching out every day. I'm going to have a chat with someone this evening after our YouTube live. I'm going to have a phone call with 2 people tomorrow. Can you see? Now, let me give you another instance. I have recently, I posted on my WhatsApp groups and on Facebook telling people that they can book free consultations with me. And then I've been on my free consultation from, I have about 13, 14 people now, the new one. The old one, I have about 60 people there. So which means if I want to make sales, I get on the phone and start calling everybody. Oh, you booked a free consultation. Oh, the question you asked in a free consultation. I recommend you buy my Rachel on the budget course. I recommend you get this. I recommend you get that. Before I run through 60 people, I'll get sales. Okay? I hope you're getting the picture. So anytime I'm offering free consultation, I am generating leads. Because anyone who shows interest is an opportunity to help them solve their problem in part and get them to buy one or two things from me. That's leads. The WhatsApp groups that I have, leads. The followers on my Facebook page, leads. The people on my Telegram group, leads. So guys, as you're listening to me, you need to take it seriously, because the beginning and the end of your ready to wear sales, right? Ready to wear sales is your lead generation. So do the numbers. Look at how much you want to earn as revenue from launching your collection. Divide it by the average price you're selling each of your products. That would help you to know how many units you need to sell. Once you know the number of units of your product you need to sell, then ask yourself, if I were to sell only one of this product to one customer, that means to every customer that comes my way, I'm able to sell only one dress to them, only one pair of shoes to them, only one airdrop. And it means the number of units I have is the number of people I need to sell to. Oh, what if each person buys two? Fine. Then the number of people you need to sell to start reducing. But the honest truth is this: the number of units you need to sell to is on average the number of people that you need to buy from you. So when you look at your database, do you have that number of people there? If the answer is no, then you know you need to do more. And then when it comes to selling, please, you and I know that it is not every time you reached out to a vendor that you buy from them. True or false? True or false? Is it every time you reach out to someone that you see selling a product online that you eventually bought? Is it every store that you walked into when you go to the market that you bought? Is it every store, every stand that you went to at an exhibition that you bought? That is to tell you that. Thank you. I see your answers there. Thank you, ladies. What that means is this: there will be people that will show interest in what you're selling but will not buy, and there will be people that will buy. So those are the two kind of people that will reach out to you. Those that will reach out, show interest but not buy. Those that will reach out, show interest and buy. So if you want to sell the number of units of your clothes, clothes that you've made, right, then you need to know that you should be talking to about times 2 of those people. So if you are selling at, let's say each outfit you're making is 10,000 naira. It's just for easy calculation, okay? Just for easy calculation that I'm doing this, right? Let's say 10,000 naira, and then you want to make 500,000 in revenue. Then it means that 500,000 divided by 10,000 naira per product, maybe per gown, means you need to sell 50 gowns at 10,000 naira. Good. Let's say you're selling pants, right? You're selling them for 20,000 and you want to make 500k. Then it means you need to sell 25 units of pants at 20k to generate 500k. Whereas for your gown that you're selling at 10,000 euro, you need to sell 50 units. So 50 units of your gown simply means 50 customers. But you could get situations where a customer is ordering 4, is ordering 2. Okay, it can happen. Yeah. But then don't count on that. Just estimate that you are going to have to sell to 50 people. Then look at your records. Do I have up to 50 people that I can reach out to that will buy? the answer is no, then the thing is this: since you know that it's 50 units you need to sell in order to make 500k in revenue from selling your gowns at 10,000 naira, then multiply it by 2. It means you need to be talking to how many people there? 100 people. In fact, to be on the safe side, multiply by 5. Oh, you want to sell 50 units, then it means you need to get 50 times 5 people to come and show interest. That means you need to get about 250 people to reach out to you and say, I would like to buy from you. I would like to buy this kit. I would like to buy this. Now, depending on how versed, how experienced you are in marketing and sales, if you are good, depending on how good you are at marketing and sales, the number can reduce rather. I've realized over time that if I talk to 10 people, I'm able to convert at least 4 or 5 of them. So that's more or less like 40 to 50% conversion rate. Okay? So that means if I talk to you, the chances of you buying is very high. And if you don't buy, it may be because you don't have funds. That's what I've seen in my own experience, in my own practice. I mean, I've been at it for 8 years now. Okay? So once I nailed it down, I had to sit down and ask myself, what kind of products can I sell that will require me talking with people one-on-one? And I realized that it has to be high-ticket products, things from 50k and above. So it makes it easy for me to get on the phone and talk to somebody for an hour. I mean, I'll answer all their questions, all their fears, and at the end of the day, is either they are like, I really wish to be on board with you on this, but money is a challenge, or can you give me a payment plan, or I can pay now. It's either of those, two. That is, money is a challenge, or right now this place I am in my life right now will not be able to take on this offer, or I am ready for it. So when they are ready, then we don't have to do, is it a payment plan you want to go for, or you can pay at once. That's what my experience has been. So for me to get more sales, I'll do more of pushing people to have conversations with me. What's the point in talking to people on the phone over a 10,000 naira product? It doesn't make sense. If I want to do 1 million, so I need to talk to 100 people, when I could talk to just 20 people for a 50k product. Can you see the calculation? In your own case too, you need to know the numbers. And for you to get the numbers, you need to do lead generation. Lead generation means you are gathering the contacts of people who buy what you are selling. Oh, you don't know about how to go about lead generation? Well, you can come inbox and let's talk. Okay, let's talk. I mean, that's part of what I coach people in my Silver Stars coaching program. I teach them how to do it. Okay, how to follow up on leads and how to generate sales. Okay, but for now, I just want you to understand that it's very essential to your success. Now, when you want to do your research, you gather contacts of people to talk to. That's lead generation already in action. Lead generation is already in action. It is, oh my God, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not boring you with these repetitions I'm making. I just want it to sink into your subconscious. Because the reason you will be broke is that you don't have people to talk to about products you're selling. The reason why some fashion entrepreneurs struggle to make sales is because the people that they keep advertising to are tired of receiving adverts from them. It happens to all of us, to the best of us, including myself. Imagine I have over 5,000 contacts of people that have reached out to me over the years that they would like to buy a thing or two from me. And then I send them messages and tell them, I've got a free consultation, and we send messages to about 1,200. And by the time I go to my form, only about 12 people have filled the form for free consultation. Out of 1,200 people that were sent private messages on WhatsApp. What's that saying? It says those guys are too familiar with me. I'm no longer a newbie. I'm no longer a rave to them. So what do? I go out, look for entirely new people that have not heard of Laoye Curtis or have not experienced Laoye Curtis, and then I reach out to these people and then offer them consultation. And then when they come, they're like, oh my God, where have you been? How? Why is it I'm just meeting you in my life right now? Whereas there's some 2,000 to 5,000 other people, right, that they have just become too familiar with Laoye Curtis. So imagine if I keep pushing, sending messages to the same set of people, hoping that they will buy from me, I will soon be broke. In fact, I will be broke. Not soon. I will be broke on a constant basis. So you see, lead generation is a continuous exercise. The people that you have their contacts right now, when you send messages to them consistently for a while, they will become too familiar. They would expect that, oh, you are coming again. Oh, okay, we know, but they will not act. Which means you need fresh blood, new contacts of people that you can advertise to, you can promote your brand to. Okay, that's where lead generation comes in. One simple trick is this: get on Google and search for businesses that your target audience are likely to be running. That's a free advice I just gave you, right? On Instagram, you can gather contacts. Oh my God, contacts of businesses run by your target audience. So you need to know your target audience beyond just their gender and their age range. Your target audience, you need to know them beyond just gender and age range. You should know what kind of work they do. You should know what kind of businesses they are likely to be running. It's part of your customer profiling. When you know this, it will be easy for you to now start searching for them. You can even buy database. Yeah, people sell database, contacts of your target audience. When you pay influencers that have large number of people following them, right? And this large number of people tend to be the kind of people you want as customers. What you are doing is you are paying for the leads that they have generated. The followers that they have generated are the kind of people you want as customers. It means you are paying them to announce you to their followers who are their own leads. Because if you add those followers for yourself, you won't have had to pay them. That's what lead generation is. So you see Naija Brand Chick has maybe 1 million followers. That's a lead. She has 1 million leads. That's what it means. So if you can't do lead generation, you will pay somebody else for their own leads. It's as simple as that. When you run paid ads on Facebook, you are paying Facebook to advertise you to the leads that they've generated. What are the leads for Facebook? The users. When you pay YouTube for ads or Instagram for ads, you are paying them to advertise you to their leads. That means they are users. That's how it works. I hope you've learned from what I've shared so far. Don't worry, I'm about to end my live. So the next one is pre-launch marketing. So pre-launch marketing simply has to do with you creating marketing activities online and offline to create awareness. You want to start letting people know that we have this thing coming up. You don't design collections and produce them, then start advertising afterwards. No, you're going to lose. You're not going to make any money. Okay? You need to start creating awareness, letting people know ahead of time. Something is in the offering. We are working on this. So all the sketches that you make of your collection, when you create content with them online, you are creating awareness. When you gather the phone contacts of all the people that you know, current customers, old customers, right? Even referrals that you get from your customers, right? And from your friends and family. And you introduce yourself to them and the collection you are working on, you are creating awareness. Please, awareness precedes sales. Do you get? Awareness precedes sales. You can't just wake up today and then start advertising and saying people should come and buy from you. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. Don't let anybody deceive you. You have to create awareness. You have to plant in people's minds what you are working on and get them to look forward to hearing from you. That's how it works, okay? You need to create awareness. Awareness means you are reaching out to people that need what you are selling. You are not reaching out to people that don't need what you're selling. Visibility simply means you are letting everybody know about you and what you are selling and what is coming up, including your competitors, including your village people, including your enemies. Okay? Visibility does not always lead to sales. It hardly leads to sales, but it will get you famous. When everybody knows about you, good. I mean, what do blogs, gossip blogs, what do they thrive on? Visibility. Okay? Now, if you advertise on gossip blogs, does not mean you will sell. Gossip blogs are out to help to share, news, interesting tidbits. However, when it comes to selling, that's how it works. You can be popular and be broke. Okay? You can be very popular and be broke. If you are popular amongst the wrong audience, you will not sell. It is not a cause. If you are popular amongst the wrong audience, excuse me, you will be broke. Sorry, I need to take water. Yeah, I'm back. So if the only people that know about your clothing brand, the products you sell, the collections you're releasing, if the people that know it, the only people that know it are those who don't need it, you will not sell. If the people that know about what you're selling are the people that are buying such kind of clothing, you are very likely to sell, and they are likely to tell others like themselves about you. This is why you can launch your collections without the noise of social media. You can launch your collection outside of social media. If you do your lead generation right, imagine you having the contacts of 500 people who wear gowns, who wear skirts, who wear blouses, who wear tops that you are making for your collection. You have contacts of 500 people who wear those kind of clothing, and you reach out to them and you invite them to check out your Instagram page so they can see your posts, and then you invite them to check out your catalog. The chances of selling is higher than you posting on Facebook every day, than you running direct ads on Facebook and Instagram hoping to get customers to buy every day. Because it's not every time you see or you every time you saw products advertised on Instagram that you bought. It's every time you saw products advertised on Facebook that you instantly bought. Most of the time you went to check out the people selling first. You clicked on their ads to check where it will take you. If it took you to their website, you first go around their website, checking all their other products before deciding whether you want to buy. Or if it's right on Facebook, you will first check them out. Do you know how many times you click links that took you to WhatsApp, and rather than you continue the conversation, you exited? So running ads is simply for visibility amongst your target audience. Running ads, if you do it right, you are creating awareness amongst the people that you really need as customers, but it still doesn't mean they will buy from you. But with lead generation, your chances are a lot higher. Okay, so the content you create online, the awareness you create offline to let people know about collection that is coming, that you're working on, is what we call pre-launch marketing. And that's it. Okay? Yep. Want to know more about that? We can talk about that later. You can probably chat with me. Now, the last part is launch sales. So what this means is this: When your collection, you come up with your designs, right? You come up with the designs of clothing you want to make, and you've made samples, which we also call prototypes. The next thing is to create promotional materials with them and then launch a sales campaign. Yes, promotional materials are of different types. You can snap pictures, even pictures of your sketches, pictures of the pattern drafting, pictures of the sewing, pictures of the clothes while you have them on mannequins or dress forms, and then pictures of models modeling the clothing. You can mix this up to create reels. You know, you can do a reel that shows how you transform a particular fabric, which you display to people in the video or with a picture. You know, see, check out this fabric and watch how it went through different stages to become this clothing. That's a reel. You're educating people with that. That's part of pre-launch content marketing. Okay, that you can do. Now, once you have your designs ready, right? That means you produce the samples, you generate promotion materials, pictures, videos. Those are the essential things you need. Pictures and videos. And I've given you an example of videos, reels, right? That you can do behind the scene. That you can do transformation videos that shows, you know, how a particular dress, maybe you take the fabric, right, and say watch the magic, and you flip it. By the time you throw the fabric in the air and then it drops, by the time it drops, the next video we should be seeing instantly is what? The dress on a model. Would that be beautiful as a reel? See, I'm giving you examples of reels you can create here. You know, reels are the real deal if you want to sell. Now, you take photos. When you do good photo shoots, right, of your products, you can do photo shoot with models. You can do flat lay. Flat lay means you are arranging them on a flat surface, and then you are adding props. Props can be other accessories that can go with that particular clothing. And you take those good pictures, well taken pictures. Go to Photo Room to touch them. Photo Room is an AI app that can help you to touch up on it, right? These pictures, you can use them to create carousel posts to advertise. You can use this picture to create your catalog. Say for example on WhatsApp, or if you have your online store, say for example catalog.shop, eBay, Etsy, you know, or which other platform do I know of? If you are on Amazon, good. I mean, okay, so I was almost logged out. Okay, so if you are you know, if you have your online store on Seller on all of those platforms, right, you upload them and then you do what? You start promoting them. Then you launch a sales campaign. A sales campaign simply means a duration of time that you are doing aggressive marketing online and offline, trying to get people to buy. So it is these promotion materials that you're going to be releasing with offers, right? Offers and messages to promote them online and offline. If you've generated leads, you simply private chat them, okay, about your offers that are going on, your launch that is coming up. You do countdown posts online, you know, you mix and match. You go out, oh my god, you go out to mix with your target audience. You generate referrals and a whole lot more, because launch is where you generate sales. After launch, that's when you have retailing, which is a conversation for another day. So as I bring this to a close, let me recap on the 5 key points. The first of them is research. The second of them is collection design. The third of them is lead generation. The fourth of them is pre-launch marketing. And the fifth is launch sales. I hope you've learned from me. Normally, I don't like my YouTube videos to be long. The only challenge we have is that we have to wait a while for people to join us, for our YouTube live. So while we are waiting and waiting and waiting, almost 30 minutes go. If you can cut down on that, we won't be here more than an hour, because my YouTube lives are meant to educate and expose us to knowledge that can help us. Do you have any question regarding what I've shared with you so far? If you've got any question, please feel free to chat with me on WhatsApp. My number is +234 9095 85 9489. I'll repeat, +234 9095 85 9489. Okay, you can share your questions in the comments, okay, if you're watching the replay, and you can also leave your comments, your feedback on how this video has been helpful to you, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also share this video, who knows, somebody else will benefit from it. And if you want to private chat me, I just give you my number. Before I go, I need to just share this with you. I have an offer on the table right now, and the offer is this. Bundling together 3 of my core offerings, right? My core products for the price of one. Not even the price of one. I'm bundling 3 of my core products for just 50,000. And it is for those that want to launch their ready-to-wear collections but don't know how to go about it, or need guidance, or want somebody to guide them, to hold them accountable every step of the way. So if you are in that category, then you can get my 90 days to launch course. Not only my 90 days to launch course, which that's my ready-to-wear launch course itself. That's the title, 90 days to launch. That means you can launch within 90 days, 3 months. That's what it means, right? It details the 8 steps to launching your collection successfully. Then I will then work with you privately, 4 coaching calls. So now they are not weekly coaching calls, okay? They are going to be spread out, because it's going to be instruction based. By instruction based, I mean that I will be giving you assignments, instructions, things to go and do concerning your launch. And as you do those things, all the things I'm going to be instructing you are related to research, collection design, lead generation, pre-launch marketing, and launch sales. Okay, those 5. Yes. So all the instructions I'm giving to you are in those regarding those areas, right? So once I give you the instruction, you take your time to go and implement the instructions. Once you implement the instructions right, it may take you a week, it may take you 2 weeks. When you are done implementing them, you give me feedback. Then we will now hold the next coaching call, where I will now tell you the next steps to take, okay, based on the ones you've already taken. And that's how we'll do until we complete 4 coaching calls like that. Hopefully by the end of the coaching call, you should be launching. Okay? Then you would also have access to my sales and marketing coaching program, where it is about growing your income to 7 figures, 8 figures, depending on what your capacity is in Naira. Okay, and if it's in dollars, we're talking about 5 figures, yeah, per quarter in your fashion business. I have clients that are doing $10,000 a month now. Yeah, so for that, right, the reason why I'm adding that is this: your ready-to-wear collection that you want to launch will take time before it manifests. In the meantime, how do you sustain income in your business? How do you sustain your business? How do you build finances to your business consistently in the meantime? You do that by generating sales in your current business. That's the reason why I'm adding you to the Silver Stars coaching program. So if you're wanting on all of these, I'm doing an offer of 50,000 Naira, and I even made it easier. You can do 2-time payments. Okay, 30,000 for us to balance 20,000 in a month. Okay, so you may be watching this replay maybe a year from now. You can still chat me up on +234 9095 85 9489 to know if the offer is still on. The price may have changed by then, But for now, in 2024, February 2024, the offer is still on. So if you're interested, you can join. I have about 7 people already. I was going to 10 initially, so I've shifted to 20. I want to take as many people as I can guide, because it's not like working with a timetable, like too much class. No, everybody will get their own guidance as they work on their project. So there's no rush. Okay. If this is the you think this is best for you, chat me up. Thank you everybody for listening to me. I appreciate you, Florence, Sheowom, Precious, and every other person that is here. If you didn't comment, I won't be able to know you are here. But nonetheless, I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so I'm able to mention the names because they were commenting. Okay, till next week, when we continue this conversation, I want to say have a wonderful weekend ahead. My name is Laoye Curtis. Bye for now.